we've got a middle school game tonight. And so that is at home tonight. I believe it is our last home game, and I'll talk more about that.
Yeah, it's the last one. If the boys win tonight, Larry, it'll be 9-8, so they'll have a winning season. Right now, they're 8-8 on the year.
So hopefully they'll pull out a win. I believe it was Crab Orchard. So I know we'll talk a little bit more about that here in a little bit, as we've got our JV boys are still playing down currently 34-31. And there's a steal. And
we'll have to have some shots to fall.
Yeah.
They were hitting pretty good there in the first half.
Yeah, we keep going to that corner and get trapped over in that corner. We've got to, anybody that knows basketball, you know that you use these sidelines, these corners. There's a three-point shot taken. And use these sidelines, half-court lines, anything as another defender. So, you know, that's what's happened the last couple of times down the floor. We've got over in that corner and we've gotten trapped, and therefore it makes it a little bit difficult. So as we inbound it, I'm not sure if it was a foul or a jump ball call, but
it was a foul. It's on the blue team, Jackson County Blue Devils. And that's a back and over and back.
That's over and back. There's a turnover right there.
Hopefully I got everything going, Larry. We've got, YouTube tells us we've got a fairly good signal, so that's pretty good in Jackson County.
That's what I was going to say. It's always pretty good. As we have a steal, there's a three taken by Gambrel over in the corner. And that kid that's a sophomore there, which was Brown, he's probably about 6'4", 6'5", if not taller.
Big kid. There's a three-pointer.
There's a three taken over in the corner by 15, which we don't have his name. But that makes your score 39-33.
There's that corner again.
Yes, Garrett takes that three right there, comes out. So we are going to be back on defense, and sound like coach is hollering for them to match up and see what we can do in this last 5 minutes here. There's another three-point shot taken by 15 over there as we're trailing coming off through there. And anytime you do that, more than likely that's what's going to happen. And there's a trap there, and nobody's coming over to help. And looks like a foul, or no, I'm sorry. They still go in and score, and that turns it into a 44-33 game right now with 4:43 left. But we just got to do a better job defensively. But like Rick was saying, we want to thank everybody for listening that's checked in right now. Once again, this is our JV boys. The next up, and I don't know how long of a break there will be between, but it will be a varsity boys, no varsity girls tonight. It will be rescheduled just for the simple fact that this is a district game. And for the most part, all district games, unless it just something just happens.
It'll have to be a forfeit.
So
I don't believe it'll be a tie or just out and out canceled game.
Right.
It hadn't been in the past anyway.
Yeah, we've had to play it. So hopefully with Jackson County girls, they will get over this sickness, and then hopefully it seems like it always hits the team at least once a year.
Yeah.
And
there's been a lot of it over Coach T. I've been looking at the scores and stuff, and there have been a lot of COVID postponements and cancellations.
And missed shot there. It's not a bad. No.
Can't buy a basket right now.
And you know, this time last year, as we were all dealing with this pandemic, as it's still going on, you know, we were about a month away before they opened it up to more than just people that lived in the house with the parents. Because it used to be, once we started off, it was like whoever lived in that household with the player, and then they opened it up to grandparents, and then from there, you know. So now it's any and everybody can come out, and if you've not come to watch any our girls or boys or JV boys or girls, you definitely need to come out and watch them.
You're excited?
Yes, and see what the future holds for Monterey.
What's the transition here with girls and boys both?
Yes.
There's another score.
Yeah, and we just kind of
it up right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened over these last about 3 minutes of game time, but they've just turned it up, and we've just kind of plays like that right there.
Kind of went to sleep.
So I'll be curious to see how many of these JV boys for Jackson County will dress for the varsity. I know we've got a couple, 2 or 3, give or take, that do dress, maybe even 4.
That dress
for our varsity team. But I will be curious to see.
That was back.
That was over the back. Yes, should have been a foul. Earlier it was called. Now it's not. Not sure.
Like you said, they're dressed in shorts and they've kind of just hung out. There's no score.
Yeah. And see Mr. Danny Todd, family, or just Danny getting ready to walk through the door there. There's a missed that layup there. And
another over the back, I think it was called by this guy over here. He's 40 feet away?
Yeah.
50 feet away.
Yeah, we missed that there, and so
hey, went in there. That's and one. Got to make up a bunch of ground here, Larry. 15 points.
Yeah, and the good thing is, these 5 that are out there right now, and I know we're missing Jake the Snake, and it seems like we're missing one more. But Weston and Colin, they both put in good minutes for varsity. So if I were betting, they probably won't see much more time on the floor tonight.
The JV game?
Yes, they won't see much more on the JV game. We've got 2 more refs just come in, and now those two-thirds of it should be a good there's a good take there by Garrett. Gets fouled.
We've got to hit so many shots. Had a foul shot there a minute ago, missed it.
Garrett's first one up and rims out. Second one is up. Knocked it down. And got a little pressure coming up from the backcourt there. We're all out of position a little bit, so we've got to sprint back. We didn't stop the ball, and we got to get back. They're moving it around. Looks like we're in our matchup 2-3. Nobody's counting as far as the referees, which you don't expect them to, but at the same time, see how this one ends up. There's a 3 taken by, that was Thompson, I believe. Board there by Stevens. Over to Jones. Jones passes that up there to Monday, yes. Misses that one, but we are going to the line to shoot 2, I think. First one up and good. Second one is up. Knocked that one down as well. Makes your score of 50-38. 1:54 left in this game. Oh, misjudged that one there. And we've got a jump ball there. So as they are moving it around, just working on whatever they need to work on, we've got to work on our defense right now. and try not to try to trim this lead. And then we're going to have a foul that's going to be called out of bounds. So they'll bring the ball in out of bounds. Wasn't a shooting foul. So as Jackson County has the ball, moving it around, doing a lot of hand checking we are, so we've got to do a better job, and then that's going to be Thompson. It's going to the line to shoot 2.
It's kind of crazy. We've been watching the chat box, and there's some different language coming up that we can't understand. So hopefully we got everything going, Larry.
Yes.
Sorry about all that mess up.
Hey, technology is great when it wants to work. And there is a foul. Let's see, is he going to call him shooting, or is he going to call it on the floor? He's going to let him shoot it, looks like.
Down 12. A minute and 10 seconds to go.
And the one thing about this one is normally our JV games there, which misses the first one there, but normally the clock's running, and they've pretty much played it just like a regular game, just kept stopping it, starting it. Normally it runs till the last minute of every quarter, and then they stop it, but...
Well, the varsity game's supposed to start at 6, right?
That's what I'm thinking, which we are at 5:21 now. And...
there's a steal. We may have a few minutes in between time. We'll talk a little bit about pregame if we get a chance. If not, well, it's just one of them nights we're going to have to deal with the hand we're dealt. You know?
Yes, absolutely. So we have a turnover there. So we are back. It's Jones with the turnover. So not sure defensively. We've not sure what coaches want them to do, but we don't look like we're doing it. So
I'm sure he's kind of hot down there on the collar. Of course, he's kind of back in his recliner right now. He's probably thinking about the varsity game.
Yes.
Got it within 11. They played better this game than they did before the Christmas break.
Yes.
Right? They've won, a couple of games the JV has?
I know picked up a win.
That was off his foot.
I know we picked up a win against, we got beat by Van Buren, but then a week later we turned around and beat them at home. So
yep.
It's one of those, I'm not sure. There's a dangerous pass there.
Nugget up, missed it.
Should have banked that one in, but that's easy for me to say. That was a good.
Sometimes.
Yes. That was a good look that he had there, and then we missed that one, and that's going to end our JV game with your score, making it 50-39. Jackson County boys JV takes the win on that. So we're going to take a break.
Yep.
Come back, and then we'll
do the pregame and give a shout out to our sponsors, and we'll come back.
All right.
It'll be about 6 or 8 minutes.
We will be right back.
Hello, Wildcat Nation, and welcome to another Monterey High School sporting event. Please stay tuned for the Monterey Drugs pregame show as Monterey Sports Network will bring you all the play-by-play action from the First Volunteer Bank broadcast booth immediately after a word from our sponsor.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks. We are a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customer Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund and it supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customer Share Program. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcats Sports, located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. For honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats! Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro, Jim Facento and her husband Denny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookville handle your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being a Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies. They're able to tailor the right plan to fit every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide you quality professional service. Their mission is to build long-lasting relationships, not just mere policyholders. Come by and see Josh today at 418 East Broad Street, Suite 1D in Cookville, Tennessee. You can give Josh a call at 931-252-4659. That's 931-252-4659. You'll be glad you did.
Thank you. We want to welcome everybody back to Jackson County High School, home of the Blue Devils and Lady Blue Devils, as we are 30 minutes away before we tip this one off for the varsity boys action. Once again, those of you that are just checking up on us, there will not be a girls game tonight, varsity girls. That will be played at a later date. We'll get that date to you as quick as possible due to sickness within the Jackson County hey, we see you. Sorry, we're checking chat there. Hey, Melissa, we are Melissa Markham. Neil, hopefully you guys are all good. But we are here for boys game action as our boys are walking out, getting ready to take the floor here shortly, get some warm up in, and then it's kind of weird for the simple fact that it was the JV boys and then the varsity boys. Normally it's a varsity girls, varsity boys, and then that's it, or JV, varsity. But anyway, hopefully with Jackson County, we can hopefully their girls will get back better and get ready to play, and then we'll have that at a later date, later time. Real quick, going over the scoring for that JV game that Mr. Williams has provided for us. Looks like for the game we shot 38% from, looks like that's going to be from 2-pointers. No, hold on, let me back up. For the game for Jackson County, he's even broke it down as far as with Jackson County. They shot 38% from the 2-pointer. And then for the game, for 36% overall for the game.
For our Wildcats?
That was for Jackson County. Now for our Wildcats, looking at this percentage, we shot 46%, which is not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Like I said, and
they shot lights out in the first half. It's the second half that was rough, especially the third quarter.
Yes, and I know that those, especially if you're tuned in from Jackson County and you're like, would you stop whining about those two that did the refereeing? I mean, it's like you said, Rick, and I know that even
what's that way at the house too?
It is, and we get. I'm gonna pick on Kyle. Kyle's a friend of mine, Coach Childress.
Well, we got Matt Phillips too,
and Matt. They normally call, and they call for us. And
both of them. Yeah, the blood flows purple in that.
Oh yeah, but they still. I think they call it better. They call it more even than what we face when it's the other way around. So.
Anyway, while I was setting up equipment and stuff, I told the coach, I said, we're going to call the game, and we won't down you or the players, but we're purple.
Yes.
And we're Monterey Wildcats all the way to the bone.
Yes.
So we call that way. And so that's the way it is.
Yes, absolutely. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. Maybe you can just turn the sound down and just
the channel.
You can turn the sound down and then just watch the game because Christy will be up here filming.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we definitely appreciate it. All these stats that we've got here. Like you said, Rick, we didn't shoot bad.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family.
But got 26 minutes before this one gets going. Junior high basketball. There is a game tonight at home. So those of you that didn't make it down here, if you want to go check out the junior high basketball, it's the last game of the season for the Junior Cats. And we'd like to congratulate both the girls and the boys, as well as their coaches on their season this year. The girls went through a coaching change as last year's coach, Michelle Farley Carson, was promoted to the new high school girls head coach. The new head coach, Dustin Agee, did a great job with the junior ladies this year and has a great start for building his team next year. We certainly look forward to watching his progress here in Monterey. The junior boys are 8-8 and could finish with a 9-8 slate after tonight's game with a win over Crab Orchard. We will update our listeners as we receive them from Monterey tonight if we get a signal here in Gainesboro, as it is. Like I say, it's down in the hole. So if you've not been here, it's hard to get a text to go out, hard to get on anything while you're down here. But hopefully we will we'll get some kind of update.
Yeah,
if we can. And one more tidbit of info from this season. It was Wayne Brown's rookie year. Wayne the Beard Brown there, coaching junior high.
Wayne coaching.
Wayne coaching.
He got a promotion from camera.
Yes, he did.
The cameraman, Wayne the Beard, and everything.
So he has been promoted junior high basketball, and he actually had 2 wins as he was the head coach in Joey's place for a couple of games. 2-0.
Yeah.
So that pay raise may go up. He may be up there with some of these football coaches that we see, like that game last night, Alabama and Georgia. He may be making that money next year.
Very well, yeah.
So we'll have to see.
Be in the limelight. Well, we know him. We know him. If y'all want an autograph, we know him. We can get you one real quick.
But moving on we'll go ahead and talk about the history of this Jackson County. We'll go ahead and do the girls, and then we'll talk more about it when it is time to play them.
Yeah, when they reach.
But the ladies teams have played 33 games since December 15th, 2005, and the Lady Wildcats have won 2 games in the series as the Lady Blue Devils are a state tournament qualifying team year in and year out. However, this isn't one of your better years for the Lady Devils, as we'll be discussing that a bit later. And the Lady Cats a good opportunity to come away with a win tonight. On to the boys. In the boys series, the same date from December 15th of 2005, the Wildcats and the Blue Devils have played each other 39 times, and the Bulldogs, or the Blue Devils, hold an edge, 26-13. However, 7 of the Wildcats' victories have come in the last 11 games, whereas Jackson County dominated the earlier years. The Cats and the Blue Devils both moved up to 2A classification and were placed in the same district, so the 2 schools continue to be rivals in District 5 2A. So, with this district, we have Monterey, Jackson County, Sequatchie County. I've gone blank on the other. Bledsoe,
York.
and York. So, this is our first district game because last year, last week, we were supposed to have played Bledsoe at home.
Right.
But due to the weather, it was pushed back. So we will play them. This week's schedule, as of right now, looks like we are here, and this is just boys only game tonight. But we are here in Jackson County. Friday, we travel down 111, go to Sequatchie County. And
73 miles from your place and mine too.
Right down 111. It's not a bad drive. It's just you got to watch that speed trap in Spencer.
I think I'm going to go with that 127 by the cross.
That might be the smart way to go.
Yep.
And then we'll go to Smith on Saturday, and that's at 2 o'clock. As of right now, 2 o'clock tip-off for the girls on Saturday.
We'll try to be on air by 1 o'clock anyway.
Got 3. We're on the road for 3 games this week. Next week,
we got York.
We are at York on Tuesday.
And then Friday, Thursday, we've got the makeup game with Bledsoe.
Thursday is Bledsoe. And
be home.
Yes.
And then Friday, we got Red Bull.
Yes. So we're on the road this week. And then we've got 1 on the road next week and 2 at home. So we've got,
after we get by this week, Larry, we've got 1 away game out of 8.
I'll take it.
I will too. We've been on the road how many times this season so far?
A lot.
Lord have mercy. We played 17 games. I think we've been home, twice?
Yes.
So it'd be good to be in the friendly confines of Troy Faust Memorial Gymnasium.
Absolutely. Sure. So we are 21 minutes away from tipping this one off as we talk about tonight's games. Once again, I'll come back to the girls, but the 2 teams, because the boys are getting ready to play here shortly, the 2 teams have, just like with the ladies, they have 3 common opponents so far this season, being Smith County, Van Buren County, and Red Bull and Springs. And the Blue Devils are 3-0 against those teams, as the Wildcats are 1-4, as they have played Smith and Van Buren County twice. The Blue Devils are 10-3 overall and ranked number 1 according to Coach T, and they are averaging 62 points per game on offense and giving up 50 points per game on defense. The Wildcat men are 7-10 overall, coming into this game with back-to-back wins, and that was before Christmas.
Right,
so we went 2-2 at that Christmas tournament. So we've not played since, I believe it was December 23rd. So we're going on 3 weeks, give or take. And this one will be a tough game tonight, as I remember how it was last year.
Going to be a tough one. They're better this year than what it was last year.
Yes.
I got a lot more athleticism. The guy in the paint last year,
yes,
he took up a lot of space.
He did.
He wasn't athletic.
He did. I think he was a little bit better as far as football-wise.
Yeah, definitely.
But, yeah, he did take up a lot of space, and he could cause some matchup problems if he would stay out of foul trouble. Now, they've got one kid that's down here that's right here by the free throw line that's probably about 6'7", give or take, and he's pretty good. From what I remember, he could, handle
he played
the ball.
Last year, didn't he?
Yes, handled the ball left and right-handed pretty good.
He's sort of like. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I better say this while it's on my mind. He's sort of like the strong kid from Salina.
Yes.
He's very athletic and shoot from anywhere, even in the parking lot, to make it.
Yeah, you better guard him when he comes in. And from what I remember, he did like to play a lot of at the top of the defense when they were playing their 1-3-1 or whatever. And
he's a zone buster, that's for sure.
Yeah, so we've got to do a better job and figure it out.
If we see the team that come out against those last two teams up there in Clinton County,
yes,
Larry, I believe there's going to be a different outcome on this game. They might not win, but I guarantee you they're going to be in the game when the final buzzer goes off.
Yes.
Because they played some good ball up there in the last two games.
Yes.
If they'd have done that the first two games, they've been 4-0.
We definitely should have won 3 of those games up there. Now, the one, and this is just me speaking, Clinton County, the home team up there, they were pretty tough.
They were hotter than a firecracker.
Yes.
I mean, they couldn't miss.
No. Now, Nugget was in the car yesterday, and he did tell me that Clay or Pickett, it was Pickett, they beat that Clinton County team pretty bad up there.
Yeah,
so I don't know what the
points. I seen the score on Coach T.
So
Pickett County's loaded though. You know they are.
Oh yeah.
I think the Amnet boys, ain't they twins?
The twins graduate this year. Will and Zach graduate this year, and then they've got a little brother. It's a freshman, Jacob. So
will they reload? That's the big question.
To be honest with you, I don't know how that'll be.
Yeah.
So I'm sure. Yeah.
Thank God we don't have to play them anymore.
Yes, absolutely. New district, new team, new gyms to go to.
And I hope they don't schedule again.
Yes, as we are at 17 minutes before this one tips off. Both teams have gone to the locker rooms. Here shortly they'll drop the flag, this big flag from the rafters up here. And
well, I understand it. We got one of them coming up in our gym.
That is what I understand as well.
Mr. Danny Todd, I think, purchased that for the gym, according to what Steve Ratchford told us.
So, all of our sponsors, we appreciate them. Right now, we're in the
Monterey Drugs pregame show.
Yes, Monterey Drugs pregame show.
First volunteer broadcast booth.
That's what I was thinking, but it's been a while. I was rattling them off left and right, and was able to do it. And then we will have all of our first quarter sponsors, second, third quarter. But we appreciate all our sponsors and everything that they've done, and we appreciate them.
Let's take a break right quick, Larry, and come back here in just a few minutes and regroup. I think we got another broadcast member who's going to join us up, so we'll get him mic'd up and get him going. Let me play a couple of commercials, and we'll get him all fixed up.
Sounds good. We'll be right back, guys.
At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcats Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks. We are a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies. They're able to tailor the right plan to fit every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide you quality professional service. Their mission is to build long-lasting relationships, not just mere policyholders. Come by and see Josh today at 418 East Broad Street, Suite 1D in Cookeville, Tennessee. You can give Josh a call at 931-252-4659. That's 931. Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jim Facento and her husband Denny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500. Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customers Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customers Share Program.
We want to welcome everybody back here. We are 11 and a half minutes before we tip this one off, as our Wildcats, as they take the floor. Want to get ready for our first game in the new year, which is kind of crazy to think that we are in 2022.
Also the first district game of the schedule this year too.
Yes, with the way everything's been, the snow, rain, all that good stuff. We've got two-thirds of a decent referee crew tonight. But we just want to welcome everybody back. Mr. Jeff Elrod has joined us here. Like I say, our boys have taken the floor here and just getting ready to tip this one off in the new year, and hopefully we can get the ball literally rolling and get going and have a good start to this year. So bring this Jackson County team back down to earth here.
Right, yeah. And that's what we said right before the break there, Larry. If our boys play like they did up there in Clinton the last 2 games,
yes,
it's going to be a different game tonight.
Yes.
It'll be closer than what a lot of people think.
Yeah,
I was looking down there. Strutt's got a different haircut.
he does.
Y'all see that?
So
He got one of my cuts.
yeah. So rumor has it that there was a bet in place,
Okay.
and there was. Let's just say that he was bet. This is just what I was told, was that he was bet that he wouldn't shave his head, and he's done it.
Well, yeah.
So
He's a showman.
he is.
He'll do whatever it needs to do to get attention.
He is, and looks like all our guys are here. I don't know if we've got any that are sick. And I know we had talked about that as far as the girls as well, but I don't think that had any of our girls that are.
Don't think so, not according to Michelle.
So knock on wood here, and hopefully that'll keep us all well to get through this rest of this basketball season.
And Michelle, if you're out there, to give us a heads up on that. But I don't believe there's any sickness going on in our bunch. And in fact, during this snow and during the cancellations of all the other teams that we've had, it has not been Monterey. It's been the other teams. Of course, Saturday, there ain't no way in the world we could have played Saturday.
No.
What we have up there, Jeff?
Probably 4 or 5. What was interesting in it is my in-laws live in Cumberland County. Right before you drop off to Bledsoe County, they had an inch at their house.
Wow.
It's amazing the way it come up this time. And Cookeville had as much or more than Monterey.
We had
as much or more, I guess.
We had 4.5 at our house and all good. So
that's about what we had out there. I looked out the back door, and that's about what we had too.
So I got out in it just for about an hour and a half, give or take. And then next thing I know, coming back home, I had to crawl back home in 4-wheel drive.
In that Jeep?
In my Jeep.
Yeah. That's how I went home on Thursday. So.
Yeah. Well, I looked out the back door, and I said, I want to go outside. I said, no, I don't. So I went back in. I didn't get out none.
Yeah.
Well, I did take the trash out. I took it out to the trash can.
But we are excited about this one.
It looks like we got just about as much crowd as Jackson County does back up here.
As of right now, they may have some coming in at the last minute, being hometown.
Yeah, especially if they didn't get the word out that the women were playing, and then you've got some that normally come in, as I've been guilty of this as well, come in, towards the latter end of a girls' game, and that's not being disrespectful. It's just,
right.
Things happen, and so. But we shall see how this goes, and hopefully we'll pull out this win. And then when the girls come back down here, they will pull out a win as well. So
I think now this year, I think the girls will clip them. Jackson County year in, year out has been just a juggernaut in the girls, especially Coach Brown. He's had them coached up, and of course we kind of dropped the ball last year. We should have beat them with 2 games last year.
Yes.
And fooled around and got beat and swept by them. But this year, I think we're going to get them this year. And if that's the case, I was talking to Michelle earlier this week. She's the team's already at 4 wins here 2/3 through the season. And that's not normal for us, is it, Jeff?
Not in the last few years. It's not been.
Right. I went back 10 years, and we didn't have a winning season all in 10 years with the girls. And I'm not saying that negatively. I'm trying to say that Michelle is doing a great job with them.
They have made some improvement this year. There's no doubt about that.
There's some weak teams in this district that we got on the girls' side.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm still relatively new to the community as far as this is being our 3rd year being here, and just what I've seen this year compared to the prior 2, there have been improvements. I don't know if it's just a little bit because we have had coaching changes on both the girls and the boys side. And
it's been tough on both teams.
Yes.
Anytime you got a coaching change, especially coaching philosophy.
Yes.
It's both of them aggressive. Both the girls and boys both are in your face teams now. So. That's a little bit different from what we've been used to.
Yes, and
I'm not saying bad anything about what went on in the past or anything.
Right. And that's different. That's what I was meaning also as well, as far as, with the girls, on the girls' side, not meaning anything bad about what's gone on before, but, there have been what I was used to seeing the last 2 years was a 1 or a 2 person show. This year it's more of a team. And it's not one person coming down taking the shot from the volleyball line, or you know,
they're trying to bring the ball up by itself, by themselves, and they got 2 or 3 people open.
Yes,
especially during a full court press.
One of the biggest games that impressed me, even though it wasn't a win, was the Clark Range game.
Yes.
We had a little trouble closing, but with 2 to 3 minutes to go, it was a 7-point ball game. When you go into Clark Range and have Clark Range in a 7-point ball game with 2 or 3 minutes to go, and Clark Range girls, you have played a ball game.
Well, it was single digits, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, final I think was 14, but it was a hard-fought 14 from what I can remember.
And we seemed to run out of gas just a little bit there at the end.
Yes.
From what I seen. But, you know, when you look at that, to me, that says a lot, because we've come out on girls basketball, we have probably come out of the hardest district in the state. I don't care what classification you're in.
Right. Yeah.
For sure, single A, but I don't know that it hasn't been the hardest district in the state. For any of the others.
You had Pickett County, Salina. You had Clark Range.
Any of those three are going to make – one of those three is going to be in the Final Four at the state at single A every year, if not multiples of those.
Right. And when you look at Trousdale County, you look at Gordonsville. I mean, you should keep on naming them.
We were
all of them are tough.
So this new district should help our girls.
It should. I think in the girls' team, on the girls' side, best I can tell what's happened in this first 2/3 of the season, York girls are going to be the ones to beat.
York's and York is kind of, you know, it seems like they may have took a little bit away from Clark Range these last couple of years. They've had a lot of kids stay at York that would have normally went to Clark Range to play basketball.
Especially on the boys' side.
Yeah, and the boys are going to be tough this year.
So we shall see. We go there. We make that trip up on we make that trip up next Tuesday.
Yep.
So go up the mountain.
Yeah, and we got another district game on Friday, too, with Sequatchie, right?
Yes, we got Sequatchie at Sequatchie on Friday. And then this Friday. Yes. And then and then Saturday we've got we go to Smith, which is not a district, but we've played them twice, if I'm not mistaken, already this year, and once in Pickett County, and then I believe they've come to us. So I can't remember
to our house one night. I don't remember exactly which night it was, but I know they have come to play us.
Yes. So we are get our lineups and get ready for this game here.
Give us a shout out back up there to Tommy Williams.
Yes,
he is the grandfather of
Weston Clow.
Weston Clow,
the sniper. Got some family members that live here that are coming up to watch the game tonight.
We're getting a pretty good crowd here around the booth, we guys?
Yes. Yeah, we are.
That's pretty neat. I like it. But anyway, give a shout out to Tommy Williams. He's doing our percentages stats as far as free throws, 3 points, 2 points, and things like that. And of course, Jeff's taking care of our point stats. So we should have a pretty good halftime show here, guys.
Yeah, there may be a point or two missed here or there. Just remember, I'm third string point guy.
You've done super well this whole year, and we appreciate you helping out. That's for sure. Larry's busy writing our roster down for the Blue Devils.
And once again, this is, I'll do my best as far as on both sides. But if I miss somebody on Jackson County side, that's not to be disrespectful or be ugly, but this is the Monterey Sports Network. So
looks like we've got about a minute to go. We got any commercials we need to get in before we go?
We'll be good. We'll do them different. During the broadcast, I'll get it out here in a minute. But so hopefully the stream's coming through pretty good, guys. According to what YouTube's telling us, we're okay. Looks like we got 39 playbacks, and right now we got 11 people listening. So, and we got some more of that different language kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody's been hacked and all this good stuff on the chat. But it looks like down here, I'm looking at numbers for Jackson County. Looks like as they're getting ready to drop this drop the flag down, do our national anthem, to talk about this great country we live in. We'll have the national anthem for them, and then I'll go silent, and then you'll hear the national anthem, and then we'll come back. So I'm gonna go quiet.
It's region basketball action between the visiting Wildcats of Monterey High School and your Blue Devils of Jackson County High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor America. Gentlemen, please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's dusky wings, broad stripes and white stars through the perilous fight. What a ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red lights, the guns bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, as we have flag is going back up. You already have our starting lineup. Looks like starting for Wildcats is going to be number 12, Borjas. The Worm, Borjas. Brandon Strutt Dillon, number 5.
Number 25, Silas Randolph.
Silas, the Hammer Randolph.
Brandon Dillon. Number 12,
Jordan J-Lo Lowhorn.
Jordan.
And number 23 is going to be Drew Sorkin Holcomb.
The Wildcats of Monterey High School, their head coach.
Now, looking like it's going to be for
Todd Hilton Martin.
You got to come up with a name for Drew.
Yes.
We will. Just give us time.
Yeah.
He looks like sort of like a spider out there. Doesn't
See,
he?
and that's kind of scary. I was thinking the same thing.
Really? Great minds think alike.
That's it.
I'm going to back out, guys. Do my thing over here on the computer. Let you guys have it.
2021.
All right. Looks like starting for
Blue Devils of Jackson
County is going to
High
be
School. That guy,
You want
a
that?
5'9" junior. Number 0. Hey, Doug.
Stacy.
That guy, that 6-foot junior. Number 4.
Number
Trey
4. Monette.
That guy, that 6'1" junior. Number 10. Jordan Arroyo.
Number 10 is going to be Arroyo.
At Florida, 6'3" junior. Number 32, Kendrick Brown.
Number 32.
In the middle, the 6'3" senior. Number 13, Ramon Wavis. And the rest.
And that's going to be Wavis. We butchered his name last year. Neil Markham, you should know which one I'm talking about there. Number 13. It's Wavis. Even though it starts with a C, Wavis. That's their big boy that's pretty good. They list him at 6'3".
And he's the only senior of the starters is interesting. That means they're going to probably have a pretty strong team next year.
Yeah, he's jumping against Borjas, as they were calling him up in Clinton County, Kentucky. Borjas here. So we have Gary jump this off.
And we're about to have action.
Ball is put in play there. Jackson County gets the tip. Stacy's going to bring it into the front court as we are in our matchup 2-3. Swing it into Wavis, back to Stacy. Stacy ball fakes. It comes over to Monette. Monette back to Stacy. Stacy over to Monette, and that is going to be Arroyo, who has grown. I remember him a couple of years ago. He's gotten taller, which I guess that happens with time. He takes the three, and it is blocked there by the Worm. And it ends up
Monterey's ball.
Monterey's ball, and we'll take that. That's a good 30 seconds on defense right there. You always worry coming after a break, especially one that's been about 3 weeks. That's going inside to the Hammer. Misses that layup. And Stacy's got it. He's running over to Arroyo. And Wavis misses that. J-Lo with the board. Up to Dylan. As we've got, that's going in the Randolph there, and he goes down low. That's 2 that he's missed and kind of been altered there by Brown. So we'll get it going here in a sec. Over to Stacy in the corner. This is almost like a track meet tennis match, kind of back and forth. As J-Lo takes it down the left side there. Over to Dylan. Dylan's trying to get what he wants out of the play. Goes a little, kicks it back to Randolph. Over to Dylan. You got, and it is stolen by Stacy to Arroyo. She brings it across the court to Monette. Pulled up by Arroyo. That's the first basket of the night there. So as they are, picture scored 2-0 there with 6 minutes left in this first quarter. It's a little difficult to see where we are because their camera people weren't here before the game, and there we go. We've got it to Randolph there. Spin move up and in there, right there by the Hammer.
Evens it back out.
So as they bring it across the timeline quickly. A little instant replay action for you there. There's Wavis. Back to Monette. 3-pointer, and then Brown, I believe. Yes, that is Brown. And then Wavis. That should have gone. There you go. Good call. As now they are picking up. They're coming to this 1-2-2, which their length may hurt us in this here. Dylan for 3. Knocks that down. There's 3-point. A Monterey Foods 3-point there. Bang, bang, bang there, and they are off and running. Dylan for up. Misses that one. Back down the floor. They're going to slow it down there. They're slowing it down a little bit. I don't know if this is their style or not. We've not seen them any this year. There's a missed shot there, but there goes Brown. Wavis takes that shot, misses it. Nobody boxes Brown out. He scores that. So, 3-point shot taken by J-Lo. No good there. And there's going to be a foul. It's going to be called on the Worm. That's going to be his first one.
Foul number 12, Byron Warhouse, his first team foul of the half.
First foul on the game, I believe. That is. So as Jackson County swinging it around there. And just like I've seen a lot as far as how teams haven't been attacking us, they like to run one kind of through the middle. There's a 3-point shot there that's by Monette. Hits a 3, and that's going to make your score 7-5, Jackson County. So they're across the timeline now. There's the Spider, kicks it over here. I think it gets tipped away. And J-Lo misses that shot there. There's Arroyo, and he loses that out of bounds, and I guess it goes off of Randolph there. We've got Bowden that's coming in.
That's what I saw on that one, so I can't argue that one.
Bowden and Fowler. Fowler tried to check in. See if they're going to let him come in or not. So now, yes, Fowler comes in. Bowden comes in. They come in for, is that J-Lo and the Spider there. Ball goes out of bounds. You know, Wavis. There we go. Wavis. And he misses that, and there should have been a walk. My goodness, nobody calls that. Kicks back out to, ends up falling into Monette's hands. Not sure how he went all the way down to the ground and no walk get called. But we advance it over, get it over the timeline there inside the Randolph. And nothing. He comes up short on that. They're back down the floor. And that's going to be a layup there for Brown. Makes your score quickly 11-5. In the Randolph, back out to Dillon. Dillon pulls up. He's short on that. And Stacy kicks it down the floor. And that's Stacy up to Brown. And into Arroyo. And ends up being a N1. Fowler's going to pick up that foul. No, he called that on. He wasn't even over there. But they give it to
Dillon.
He wasn't even over there. That should have been on Fowler.
Should have been on three. On three.
So Fowler picked that one up.
His first.
So make sure score. This is for the old-fashioned three-point play for Jackson County. And knocks that one down. Quickly to a 14-5 game. And we get it quickly across the timeline. Randolph's controlling the offense there over to J-Lo. And Randolph there. I don't know if you guys are hearing that or not, but there was some that were saying spin move, because that's typically what Silas does do. And, you know, it's a three-point shot there by Monette. And that's his second one, I believe, on the night. And we quickly get that up there.
Who shot that?
That was on, that's Fowler. Fowler scored that one off of a pass from Borjas. But I will say this. Here's another three by Monette. Misses that one. And there's going to be a foul, finally, that is called there on Arroyo. That's their first.
His first.
No, Monette. I'm sorry. You know, I will say this as far as I don't know what you guys are thinking as far as Jackson County. I mean, they're decent, but it's not something that we're shooting ourselves in the foot as far as that.
We're not playing as strong as I've seen us play, especially on the inside as we are.
Right. There's a layup and one right there by Randolph. So for hopefully an old-fashioned three-point play that will be we'll give it a Monterey Foods if he knocks this one down. Makes your score 17-11 with 1:05 left in this first quarter. Not Monterey Foods, excuse me.
Who was that foul on? 42?
42. This is our A1 Auto Repair first quarter, so I apologize for that. But that was a Monterey Foods old-fashioned three-point play. Makes your score 17-12. So as Jackson County swinging it around, Arroyo, and that's going to be, I believe, Smith. They just checked in, number 42. And that's going to be on Fowler. He picks up that second one right in front of him. I don't know about that.
Team's third.
So that's going to be Fowler's second. So right now, the only one in somewhat of foul trouble. So as Jackson County swinging it around, they just had number 2, Johnson, check in. Number 42, Smith check in. So with 34.7 seconds left, your score is 17-12 in our A1 Auto Repair first quarter. Not sure if we will go to a one shot, but on the floor for your Wildcats is going to be Randolph, J-Lo, Bowden, Borjas, and Fowler. J-Lo controlling the game, kicks it over to Fowler. It's back over to Randolph. He's got a count. No count. There we go. He separates it. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Randolph. Yeah. That's actually a good call. There's a technical that's going to be called on Coach. There's no warning. This is so the unfortunate part about this is Coach Martin's been called for a technical, so he's going to have to sit, but there are no warnings, and something as far as TSSAA has got to change. Something's got to change because there are no is that Kevin King announcing? I believe if it's the normal PA announcer for Jackson County, so not 100% sure if that's his name or not. But back to what I was saying, something's got to change as far as with these officials and whatnot. But we're going to take a break. The score is 19-12 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats!
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family.
Welcome back to our second quarter here as score is 19-12. The unfortunate part right there, and we are in our First Volunteer second quarter, is, and I'll try not to harp on it too much, but the coaches should be able to say something or question without being immediately stuck with the technical. And there is Randolph down low for 2. Makes your score 19-14. On the floor for your Wildcats is going to be J-Lo, Weston Cloud. The sniper is in. The hammer, Silas Randolph, Bowden, and Dillon. And there's Cloud bringing it back across the timeline over to Bowden. And nothing there on Dillon. And there's going to be a basket there by Arroyo. So as Dillon brings it over, kicks it over to Bowden. And there is Randolph going to the goal. Thank you. There is a foul finally called. It's going to be Randolph going to the line shooting 2. That foul is going to be on
32.
Foul number 32, Kendrick Brown, his first, team's third.
On 32, which is going to be Brown. It's a third team foul. Randolph going to the line for 2. Misses that first one there. And we've got, let's see, Borjas coming back in. So the Worm coming back in for J-Lo, I believe. So we score that one there. And they are quickly across the timeline there. As we drop back into our, looks like we are in a kind of a matchup. There we go, where we need to be. So they're swinging it around there, and that should be out of bounds off of Brown. And that's a good play. There's a lot of push off down low, but as we come across the timeline here, Dylan's bringing it across the timeline. Looks for a double staggered screen there. Swings it over here to Randolph. Randolph for 3. No good there. And a board there, and there's the sniper with the steal. Kicks it back out to, look for a timeout, but no timeout's called. And we get it right there. So we are going to take it with them. So we will come right back, and score is 21-15. We'll be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back. 5:58 left in this second quarter here, and your score 21-15. Had a timeout called right there. There's Dylan bringing it in, and that's tipped right there. So good heads up play, running that down. Randolph runs it down over to Clow. May have gotten away with the walk there, but we'll take it because that wasn't on us. So Dylan's got the ball, controlling it, kicks it over here to Clow. Looks inside there, and there's Randolph, goes into Randolph. And then it ends up, they double team him, and then it ends up going out of bounds there.
Back to purple team, right?
Yes.
Folks back home's got a pretty good view at the floor here, Larry. We're kind of hooked there with a couple of Jackson County people with the camera.
There's a block it's going to be. There's a block it's going to be on Stacy. It's going to be Stacy's first.
Monterey's got 5. Jackson County's got 4 fouls, team foul.
Kicks it over. Sniper for 3.
That was
that should have been Borjas.
That was Clow over there, number 20.
Yeah.
With the shot.
Clow misses it, and then Borjas gets it, but then it gets knocked out of bounds. Swing it over. Clow gets it, swings it over to Bowden, and Bowden knocks that 3 down there. A Monterey Food 3-pointer right there. And they are quickly back down the floor. Quickly back down the floor for 3 points right there. I missed that one. Was that Brown?
That was
number 4?
Monette.
He's hit, I think, 3 of them right now. Maybe I've missed one, but.
Yeah, 3. He's had 3 threes.
There's Randolph going to the hole, up and in. And makes your score 24-20. So there's in a Wavis, and then that's a patented high post, low post right there. You know, their guy stands down low, so all we've got to do is kind of use your backside and kind of ride him out of there. There's Dylan, and he gets called for a foul, and he's going to get called for an offensive foul right there.
Oh, man.
So that's going to be his first, Dylan's first. So
who got the last score for Monterey?
Randolph.
Randolph, yeah. The 2-pointer.
There we go. There's a steal by the Spider. Got to give it up. Too late. But he keeps it. Scores that one right there. So that's 2 by Thorkin Holcomb there. So that's going to put that score at 26-22. We'll take a timeout, so we will take one with them. We will be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way. But when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back to our ball game here, Monterey Sports Network. We are currently down with 4 minutes left in this second quarter, 26-22. As Jackson County's moving it around, there's a swipe and a steal. That should be the same thing that just happened on this end. And that's Stacy and Wavis. Good defense there by Chandler. And we get called for steps, so we'll take it with. That's good. Good, great defense right there. So as
we have one of the Monterey Foods 3-pointers that could pull within 1 point.
Yes. That should be a foul. You can't go through them like that right there. And pass it, come in to Randolph. Up and under. And that's Randolph for 2.
It's 2/3 of the points he scored tonight for Monterey.
And that's Monette. And we've got to find him. He gets lost down here. That's his 4th. That's his 4th one that he's hit. So he's got 12, at least 12 of their.
How many points you got over, Jeff?
He got a total of 16 points and 4 from threes.
There we go. Drew gets his own board. Kicks it out to Bowden. Over to Clow.
Cloud went in the trees, didn't he?
Yeah. I lost it once it went behind these guys right here.
Yeah, he tried to go up and them big boys.
But that's another 3, a long 3 right there by Monette. That's Wavis, and he gets the board. And he caught him shooting that. He was not shooting that, but they're going to give it to him. He was.
That's just the rebounds, all it was.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's going to be shooting 2. That was on Bowden, his first.
He go bust up late and he do something with his refs.
Yes. That's Wavis at the line. That's going to be J-Lo coming in, and they're about to press, if I were guessing, because they switched some out. Smith just checked out for Jackson County, and that's going to be Kleinard.
Over the back again.
So misses that one. Randolph with the board. I don't know how we're not getting something. We've just got to. Unfortunate part is we've got to
play them all.
Yeah,
that's a good putback.
And that's a great putback there. So he ends up getting a tip back rebound. Foot was on the line there. Randolph, after they missed their putback. Randolph kicks it up to J-Lo. Back to Clow. Back to Randolph, and Wavis is going to
steal.
He lowered his shoulder. That's a great call because you can actually, their camera guys up here saying that he's moving, but you can actually pick up a charge if the defender is moving. He did lower his shoulder right there.
That's a good call.
That was a great call, and this guy should have got it on tape if he was paying attention. That should be a foul. There we go. So that's going to be 16 foul. One more, and we're going to be shooting. So Johnson's going to check in for Monette. That's the one good thing is maybe he'll sit for the rest of this half here. As Monette had, what'd you say, 16, Jeff?
16.
Of the 30.
And 12 of that came from 4 threes.
So as we are slowing it down a little bit.
Well, they're ranked number 1 in state for a reason. They're a good basketball team, but we're playing with them.
Yeah, and that's what. There's Randolph trying to create something, and nobody's under the board to rebound.
Well, they had 3 back there on for Jackson County.
I don't know what they're screaming. They're wanting to call down here.
Well, he fell down on his own 2 feet.
And we've got a turnover, so it's back and forth again. And there's going to be a foul. The offensive foul is going to be called right there on Kleinard.
Okay, now the next foul will be 1-1.
Yes.
The reason that's not a 1-1 is because of the offense.
Yes, correct. So we got McDonald just checked in for us. That should have been a push. There we go. Good call.
Go on the line now.
So
1-1. The Spider.
The Spider is going to shoot 1-1. Borjas set to check back in.
His first. Team's 8.
So he's coming back in. So you got the Worm that just checked back in for the Hammer.
We about got all of them named now, though.
We do. Almost. First one up. Knocks that one down.
That's got a cougar.
Knocks that one down. So it cuts that lead to 2, 28-30. Jackson County is currently up right now. So let's see if we can get us a stop and get out of this half right here. As Stacy goes over to Johnson, back to Stacy.
Stop them threes.
So we're just going to kind of
going for the last shot.
Hold them, keep them to the last shot. And they are going. It's go time. So let's see what they're going to do. They're trying to run too low. Kick out one there. And that's a forced shot there by Wavis. So that's going to put your score at 32-28. And we are going to take a break at the half. We'll be right back.
Please stay tuned for the Thornton Agency halftime show where we'll recap the first half action as well as go over the stats of the first half after a word for our sponsor.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks. We are a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Neighbors helping neighbors. That's what the VEC Customer Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bills to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and athletics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customer Share Program. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcats Sports, located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. If you're looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shops to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair needs you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats! Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free-weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro, Jen Jacinto and her husband Denny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fee or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way. But when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookville handle your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being a Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies. They're able to tailor the right plan to fit every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide you quality professional service. Their mission is to build long-lasting relationships, not just mere policyholders. Come by and see Josh today at 418 East Broad Street, Suite 1D in Cookville, Tennessee. You can give Josh a call at 931-252-4659. That's 931-252-4659. You'll be glad you did.
Okay, folks, we're back here in the middle of Gainesboro, Tennessee, up here by the river on the Jackson County High School here in Gainesboro. We got Jeff Elrod, we got Tommy Williams, Larry, the voice of the Wildcats.
It's gotten a little warm in here. We had to shed a sweatshirt because with everything that's going on in this game, it's a lot. We're playing decent.
If we were playing a ball, we'd been way ahead.
Yes. But I know, Jeff, what you got as far as with you got points there?
Yeah, I got some points here. Of course, the score right now is your Monterey is 28, and the Jackson County Blue Devils is 32. So we're at a 4-point ball game going into the second half, which is definitely a winnable ball game. As far as fouls, Monterey had a total of 7, with Jackson County at a total of 8. Or at least, let's just put it this way, called fouls. We'll leave it at that.
Amen, brother.
And so as we go on with that, if we look at our lead scorer, the lead scorer for the Wildcats is number 25, Silas Randolph, with 15 points. Number 5, Brandon Dillon, had 1 3-pointer in there. Number 23, which is
Sorghum.
Drew Sorghum, and he's got 4. Number 3, which is Colin Fowler, has 2. Number 10, which is Chandler Bowden, has 2. And number 20, Weston Clow, has 2. As far as fouls on the Wildcats, Silas has 1. Dylan has 2. Borjas has 1. Colin Fowler has 2. And number 10, Chandler Bowden, has 1. As far as for on your Blue Devils, your points scored, number 4, which is Trey Monette, has 16. He's the game scoring leader with just 1 over Randolph. Number 10 has 8, which is Jordan Aroro.
Yes.
Number 32 has 6, which is Kedrick Brown. And number 13 has 2, which is Ramon. How did you say?
I think it was Wavis.
Ramon Wavis. And then I go on down. That's all your scores. As far as your fouls, number 0, Hayden Stacy, has 1. Number 4, which is Trey Monet, has 1. Number 10, Jordan Arroyo, has 1. Number 32, which is Kedrick Brown, has 1. And number 42, or no, wait a minute. Number 42,
Smith,
which is Grayson Smith, has 1. Number 11 has 2, which is Drew Clenard. And number 2, which is Alex Johnson, has 1.
So, definitely a winnable game.
Yes.
You know, we just don't want them to stretch this out and then it turn into a it'd be one of those games like our Clark Range girls game, you know, where we were playing them really good and then all of a sudden the final score wasn't an indicator of how we played.
Right. In the last 5 minutes, it come up and blow.
We got 16 more minutes to play here, so we got to play all 16 minutes.
So real quick, got percentages here from Mr. Tony up here. 50%. Tommy, I'm sorry. 50% for 2-pointers for us. Right now, 80% as far as 3-pointers.
That's pretty good.
And then 33% on free throws. So we just got to,
get
which
that
we've not gone to the line that much. So, you hear that percentage.
Yeah.
And when you go, got to hit them all.
Yes.
But when you go, you got to hit them. And that's been our weakness all season long.
You're exactly right. And then you look at theirs, they're only shooting 50% from the free throw line, 60% from the 3-point range, and 36%. So it's one of those.
Well, they've been watching our 3-point shooters.
Yes.
They were all over them that first half.
Yes, so we are getting started back here. We're in our Absolute Fitness third quarter here. Starting back, looks like we may be going back to starters here. I believe we have. So we've got Dylan, Sorkin, Holcomb in, Randolph, Lowhorn. That's a great steal right there. And Borjas. So as we are quickly up there. And it is stolen there by Stacy as we try to kick that inside to Randolph. Looked like that should have been several steps there. But it wasn't called, so I guess that's not going to be a walk.
Couldn't have been. It wasn't called.
Right. So that makes your score 34-28. We've got to do a better job at hitting those passes there and put too much air under them. There we go, into Randolph. Randolph kicks it to Lowhorn. Lowhorn stuck over here in the corner here. Kicks it to Borjas, back to Randolph. Up to that's going to be a left-handed shot there as Wavis tried to take a charge there. Kick it back up there. Stacy's controlling it for him. We just got to find our shooter, which is Monette over there. And he's number 4 with the ball right now. And 3-point shot. Misses that one. Kicks it back to Stacy as it goes back out. And there's a rebound there by Borjas. And I believe he was pulled to the ground there. A little wrestling move.
Number 32. His second foul of the evening. First of the half.
So got a foul on them. Kick it up here to Drew, to Randolph.
Steal.
Wavis has such a long arm length there. It's kind of harder to walk. Gets called for steps on the baseline.
I remember him from last year, that Wavis.
Yes.
He's grown, 6, 7 inches?
Yeah.
He's tall now.
Which, I mean, they list him at 6'4", but I think he's bigger than that.
Well,
but
he was 2 or 3 inches taller than Borjas.
Dylan for 3, misses that one. And that's Arroyo with the board, and they're bringing it over in the front court. Looks like he may have got away with steps there before he put it on the ground. There's Arroyo. That's a great save there. Over to Dylan. And misses that one. Gets blocked, I believe, by Brown. Dylan's going back down the floor. There's got to be a hole. There we go. So hopefully he's going to be shooting too. So Dylan's going to be shooting too.
Second foul of the half, second foul for team this half, and second foul of the night for number 0, Stacy.
Which they were saying all ball, that it should have been a jump ball, but there comes Smith coming back in for Brown. Dylan at the line, getting ready to put this second one up. And it is good.
2 points for Dylan there. His 5th of the night, though.
Ramon Wavis.
So
2 under the board.
So what happened right there, I don't know if you guys noticed that or not, Dylan tried to come over to the bench. He had a sub sitting there waiting to come in, and they didn't blow the horn. So that's kind of had a little 5-on-4 there. There's Monette. And he has basket up and good. Old-fashioned 3-point play. It's going to be a foul on Drew, and they're going to take a timeout, so we're going to take one with them in this Absolute Fitness third quarter. We'll be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back to Jackson County High School, home of the Blue Devil and Lady Blue Devils. Had a and one basket there, so that's going to be Monette. That's at the line to try the old-fashioned 3-point play. Cloud checks in for Dylan. Monette steps up and knocks that down.
19th point of the night evening.
Makes your score 39-30. Now they're going to extend this defense. They're in a 1-3-1, and this is what I was talking about earlier. That's a dangerous pass. You're going to have to throw under that one there. ball fake it and then go. And there's to Randolph. And it's over to the sniper. And we're gonna call that a pass right there to Randolph. As we are just a quick touch of the ball at the top of the key from Smith into Wavis.
You know, Wavis wasn't much of a factor, but he's already scored 4 points this half. He wasn't much of a factor the first half.
And then we have another and one basket. I don't understand that as far as why you. That's going to be on.
Is that on?
That's on Lowhorn. So this is what I was talking about as far as which Dillon and Bowden check back in, but this is what I was talking about as far as it getting away. Score is up to 11, make that 12. And this is what that length that Wavis, he hurts us because we don't have anybody that can. We do. We just right there. That's another one. He scored 6 points just like that. Actually 8 because he's had 2 and 1s. That's what that disruption does. So we got to get somebody in the middle of the floor.
That's 12 points in this quarter so far.
There's Clow for 3.
14 points.
So Jackson County back off, and then they're down the floor. And then there's Arroyo. As Fowler is set to check back in. So we are. Randolph's going in. It's on the floor. Let's see, that's going to be on number 4. That's going to be on Monette.
They give him the points. Nope.
McDonald is checked back in for your Wildcats. Johnson set to check back in for Monette on Jackson County for the Blue Devils. So on the floor for your Wildcats, we've got Fowler, Randolph, McDonald, Dillon, and Clow. 3-point shot taken by. That's going to be a foul on Randolph.
Second of the evening.
So that's going to be team third. That's going to be Randolph's second foul on the night. So as we're going to have to dig back in and try to, we can't pick it all up. We're down 16. We can't pick it all up on one trip. So that should have been a walk. Looked like it. There's Arroyo right there. So as Jackson County has stretched this lead out to 18 now when it was just 4. And that's going to be over the back on McDonald. And it's going to be.
Now it's over 24. Cole McDonald is first. Team's fourth.
That's going to be McDonald's first. Team fourth. And maybe this is the what the number 1 team is. This is, I guess, what I would expect. They're playing a lot better, which we're not doing any. We're not helping out by having turnovers. So we've got to shorten these turnovers. So looks like it's going to be Smith going to the line.
And that foul was on Dillon.
Foul's on Dillon.
His third of the evening, I think.
Just his second. So that's going to be.
His second, team's fifth.
All right, it's going to be Sorkin Holcomb checking back in. And Smith made both of his free throws. That stretches that quick 4-point lead out to 20 in a matter of 3-4 minutes off the clock. Maybe about 3.
Yeah, because nobody scored for quite a while into the whole half.
Yeah. And, you know, I don't mind these shots that Weston's taking here because you're going to miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and nobody else is putting anything up. So, and then we're not down there trying to rebound either.
Yeah, our rebounding definitely needs some work right now.
Oh, yeah, and you just got to forget what the score is and just take it one trip at a time. There is McDonald with a good closeout. As they're inside, they're playing that high-low. Well, it's going to be 3 or 4 on Fowler.
Fouls number 3, Colin Fowler, his third. Team 6.
And I don't, you know, kind of speechless at the fact that if we had what they had down low and playing, this is what we should be getting out of Byron and out of Silas, that high-low, and as we should be able to play a lot better than what we're doing right now against these Jackson County guys. So looks like they're going to slow it down and try to go for one shot to end this third quarter. Absolute Fitness, he's carrying the ball, but they're not going to call that.
We played good the first half, our guys did.
We did.
And just, I don't know, third quarter just fell apart.
We did.
But even the first half, we seem to be missing some of the intensity we had in some of the past games I've seen.
Yes. And that's going to be out of bounds going back to us. I look across the way and I see a guy from Smith County that does our radio and one of their players. So maybe they're scouting a little bit for both teams since we play Smith coming up.
We done played them twice, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably Jackson County. They're
So as it goes over to Fowler, and that's definite bad spot to. There's a good shot there by Drew to end that third quarter. So we're going to take a break with your score being 52-34, and we're going to take a break with them.
Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jim Crescento and her husband Minnie, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
You're good. Welcome back live. We just finished our Absolute Fitness third quarter. We have now moved on to Larry Wiley, our fourth quarter sponsor. Thank you to all our sponsors as we can do what we do, bring these games to you guys. Thankful this year we've got video along with guys having to put up and listen to me. So sorry about that. So as we start our fourth quarter here, it looks like we've got Sorkin Holcomb on the floor, Clow, Randolph, Fowler, and Borhaus. And that's a big basket right there from Randolph. It looks like he kept getting hit. And there quickly, that should be a moving screen as Smith is backing down Silas as the ball's coming to him, but
was it out of bounds?
Out of bounds, yes. It got knocked out. And as they inbound it there, that's Stacy to Wavis to Smith. Smith knocks down that's a good shot, a 15-foot jumper right there. So that makes your score 54-36. 7:22 left. And as we're swinging it around there's a lot of hit. Fowler finally gets it. And see, there's a knee, and I don't. He's got his knee right up under Silas, and then trying to root him out of there, and then it ends up, so he ends up getting the foul called on him. So as we inbound it there.
Play by Drew down there.
Yes.
With that, he was trapped in the corner.
Kicks it into Fowler for 3. And there's he's being held. Randolph's being held down there, but nothing's called. So, and that's when the tempers start getting the flare. But we just got to be smart and play better. So they're kicking it inside, then back out, and there's Stacy with the ball. Stacy over to Monat. He ends up getting it back, and there's Smith gets it, and Wavis finishes.
They rebounded that ball about 4 times before they made that point. We've got to dig in and get that.
Yeah, and this is moving screen that's called right there. It's going to be on Borjas. And this is, a tale of 2 halves, basically. It's like you guys have mentioned, we played a pretty good first half to be down, 4 at the half, and now it's down to 20, but Jackson County's swinging it around.
Well, we actually came back from a bigger deficit to bring it within 4.
Yeah. So Wavis over to Monat. He pulls up, takes another 3, misses that one, and Randolph gets a board. That may be their first one shot in a long time there as Randolph brings it back across the timeline.
They're also slowing the game down right now,
yes,
which is what they need to do.
Yes, and there's a 3 that's taken by Sorkin Holcomb for 3. Timeout on the floor. Looks like we're gonna take it with them. Got a full timeout, so we're gonna take it with them. We will be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
We have come back. Welcome back, everybody. Your score 56-39 with 5:41 left in this fourth quarter in this ball game here. So, I did see on the chat, Mr. Covington, Lloyd there, was talking about they don't look like a number 1 team. And like right there, Silas being back down yet again, that's got to be a moving screen, but it's not going to get called. They're definitely – as far as with Jackson County, we could play with them. We proved that in the first half. We just made silly mistakes this second half. And, they're doing, as we play our 2-3 defense or whatever, they're finding those spots to go to, and they're quickly just, hitting layups and things. So we just got to clean that stuff up. That should be a foul right there, but nothing called. So into Randolph. Randolph takes a 3 and gets tipped, but it goes. And we've got a foul that's going to be called on Borjas. And that's going to be 8th team foul. So shooting 1-1. And we've got a sub coming back in. It's going to be Johnson checking back in for Smith for Monette. So we've got Arroyo, going to the line. On the floor for your Wildcats is going to be Borjas, Clow, Fowler. I missed who else is out there. Randolph, Sorkin, Holcomb. I believe that's got us all, and that's going to be a foul that they're going to call on Randolph there. So that's going to be another 1-on-1 situation right there. That's going to be Randolph's third, I believe.
Team's 9.
It's going to be Randolph's third. Wavis. That should have been over the back right there, but that was Wavis misses that one. As they are chanting start the buses, but they don't know that there's not a bus that brought our kids here. Misses that one from the corner. That's Fowler misses that one. And Cloud's giving good pressure there. So we are looks like we're gone man. So they're going to slow it down and try to work on probably some things that as a coach you'd want to see happen, but as a coach for us, we've got to get a little tougher. And that's going to be a foul on Fowler. That's going to be his fourth.
Foul number 3, Colin Fowler, his fourth.
And, you know, those that are listening or watching the game and, you know, realize Coach Martin did pick up a technical early. You know, it's one of those that as a coach, and this is just me speaking, you want to let your kids know that you're fighting for them as much as you possibly can. And that's just me talking. You know, during my coaching, I've picked up a handful myself. So it's one of those that, you know, I don't think that he may have hit one, and that's going to be offensive foul on Randolph. He pushed off. So that's going to be his fourth.
Silas Randolph, his fourth.
So that's going to be his fourth. And with 3:54 left in this game, the score is 58-39 there. And Wavis has put his time. It was a great block by Borjas after Wavis put up a shot as he posted up in the paint, and that's what's unfortunate. What do we got? We've got a foul there on Stacy as both of them barely blew the whistle.
His third, team 6.
So that's going to be 3 on Stacy. Stacy and Randolph played against each other in middle school ball. Good pass there. And one right there. So it's a pass that goes in from Randolph, a high-low, as Rick's got us a replay there. And that's almost about what Jackson County's done tonight. So we just got to do a better job ourselves of doing that, as well as defending it. Borjas misses that one right there. But that does put us in shooting free throw. So Jackson County quickly back down the floor. Arroyo. Let's see if that goes over and back. So that's going to be a turnover on Jackson County. So it's one of those that, and they've got Monette checking back in. 3 minutes under 3. Your score 58-41. It's still not this game is still within reach. Just for the simple fact, we got to get hit shots and then get a stop. Hit shots, get a stop. It's all not going to come back at once. And there's the first one goes up. That one goes up and halfway back down. and gets poked out of bounds. That ends up being goes back to Jackson County. So as Jackson County brings it across the timeline. See right there. We got a whistle, but I don't know if that's going to be a charge or a block, and that's going to be a block on Drew.
Number 23, Drew Sorkin, his second.
So Stacy to the line for 2. Hits the first one. Makes her score 59-41. Second one up, knocks it down. 60-41 is your score right now, as Jackson County has just taken over since about 4 minutes left in this third quarter. Just blew it out of the water here. There's another turnover. Well, we end up getting it back. Kicks it to Randolph. Randolph's going 1-on-3 there and scores a layup. So that is 2 more points for Randolph. And they are quickly over the timeline there. Randolph with the steal from Brown. That's a block, and he's going to be called for offense. He's going to be called for an offensive foul. So that's going to be 5 on Randolph. So there goes, let's see. Randolph is fouled out for the night. And Sparks has come in. Logan Sparks. I went blank and could not think of his name, but he has come in. Wava scores again. But Logan Sparks has checked in for the game. There's Cloud taking another 3. Misses that one, but hey, you know, he is coming back. I will say this. Nobody's rebounding. He is coming back from being sick, so strength may not be all the way there. But as we are getting it down the floor here, as long as we can get out of here and nobody get hurt, as coach for Jackson County is clearing the bench finally. And looks like a timeout for Jackson County. Looks like he's just going to, he's got a 30 seconds, so we're going to take it with him. So we will be right back.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Welcome back to our fourth quarter here. Larry Wiley, fourth quarter. So in the game, both teams have emptied the benches for your Wildcats, and he has gone over and back, number 23 there. But we've got, for your Wildcats, you've got McDonald, Fowler, Gambrell, Jones, and Sparks in to finish this game. We are under a minute. There. So number 12 has picked up a foul, and let's see, I've got his name. That's going to be Thompson.
His first. Team take.
So that's going to be Fowler going to the line. Misses that one there. Ends up going out of bounds. So we are under 45 seconds here as Fowler's bringing it across the timeline here. Being guarded there by number 23, Smith, over to Sparks. sparks to McDonald, and it ends up going out of bounds. But that wasn't bad. That wasn't a bad look as far as a little pick and roll action there. So as Jackson County, number 23 there, Smith brings it across the timelines, waiting on the screen from Brown. Thompson over to Smith, which I believe these are the JV boys that played earlier. From what I remember, I just didn't have their names. As the shot goes up, there's McDonald with the board, and he is about to go maybe coast to coast as we are in the final 10 seconds there. And there's a three-point shot taken by Jones, misses that. And that's going to end our game with your final score, 62-43. We are going to take a break, and then we will come right back.
Please stay tuned for the VE Customer Share Program Wrap-Up Show as the broadcast team will recap game highlights and stats after a word from our sponsor.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we are a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customer Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customer Share Program. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcat Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. Looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats! Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jim Crescento and her husband Minnie, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way. But when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies. They're able to tailor the right plan to fit every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide you quality professional service. Their mission is to build long-lasting relationships, not just mere policyholders. Come by and see Josh today at 418 East Broad Street, Suite 1D in Cookeville, Tennessee. You can give Josh a call at 931-252-4659. That's 931-252-4659. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back live. We are here in Jackson County, home of the Blue Devils, Lady Blue Devils. Jeff Elrod's got our stats real quick for what he's got, and then we'll cover a few other things, and then we're going to wrap this up and then be ready to go for our next one.
All right, guys. Final score was 43 for your Wildcats, 62 for the Jackson County Blue Devils. 16 total fouls for the Blue Devils for the night, 8 in each half. The Wildcats had 17 total fouls, 7 in the first half, 10 in the second half. On your fouls for your Wildcats, number 24, who is Cole McDonald, had 1. Silas Randolph had 5. Looks like Brandon Dillon had 2. Number 12, which is Byron Borjas, had 3. Number 22 had 1, which is Jordan Lowhorn. Number 23, which is Drew Sorkin, had 2. Number 3, which is Colin Fowler, had 4. And number 10, Chandler Bowden, had 1. As far as points for your Wildcats, total leading point scorer for the Wildcats is Silas Randolph with 21, 6 in the second half. Brandon Dillon had a total of 5 with 2 in the second half. Byron Borjas had 2 in the second half. Number 23, Drew Sorkin had 9 with 5 in the second half. Number 3, Colin Fowler had 2 in the first half. Number 10, which is Chandler Bowden, had 2 in the first half. And number 20 had 2 in the first half, which is Weston Clow. As far as for your Blue Devils, it looks like number 0, who was Hayden Stacy, had 3 fouls. Number 4, which is Trey Monte, had 4 fouls, 3 in the second half. Where number 0, Hayden Stacy, had 2 in the second half with a total of 3. Number 10 had 3 fouls, 2 in the second half, which is Jordan Arroyo. Number 32 had 2 fouls, 1 in the second half, which is Kendrick Brown. Number 42 had 4 total fouls, 3 in the second half, and that is Grayson Smith. Number 11 had 2 fouls, Drew Cunard, and both those was in the first half. And number 2 had 1 foul in the first half, which is Alex Johnson. As far as your scoring for the for your Wildcats, for your Jackson County Blue Devils, we had 4 in the second half for number 0, which is Hayden Stacy. Number 4 was your leading scorer for them, had 24 with 8 in the second half, which is Trey Monte. Number 10 had 12 points, 4 in the second half, which is Jordan Aurora. Number 32 has 8 points, with 2 of those in the second half, which is Kendrick Brown. Number 13 has 10 points, 8 in the second half, which is Uevas. And number 42 had 4, 3 of those in the second half, which is Grayson Smith. So that wraps up your scoring and your fouls for the game. We got some more stats here.
Yes. I've got a few right here that Weston's grandpa took for us. So for the game, looks like we shot 48%. Let's see here. 48%, 75% from I believe that is free throws. 13% from downtown for 3-pointers. 40%. Now this is Jackson County. They shot 43% from the twos, 80% from the free throw line, and 40% from the 3-pointers. So that's definitely one of those that they're on paper the number one team. But as far as when they come to Monterey, I think we should have. Hopefully, we'll have some kinks worked out, and we'll be ready to go. We have 2 more games this week, so we'll go back to as soon as we find out when the girls play down here, and then as far as Friday night we travel to Sequatchie, go to Dunlap, Tennessee, and Saturday we go to Smith County. So we've got 2 more games this week. We'll be coming to you probably about between 5 and 5:30, give or take, on Friday night down in Sequatchie, depending on, hopefully everything will go good as far as technology and all that good stuff. But Jeff, you got anything else?
No, it's just we got to get back in the game. It appeared that last half we just didn't want it as bad as they did.
Right. Yeah.
The rebounding was down. We got to get back up on our rebounds, get back in our game that we had before Christmas.
Yes, absolutely. And we're going to wrap this one up tonight. Rick, you got anything? So for Jeff Elrod, Rick McNeil, the producer, Christy Jones on camera, this is Larry Jones. We're going to sign out. We will see you guys Friday night. Everybody have a great night.